Celtic remains interested in signing Lommel SK midfielder Vinicius Souza this summer, but other clubs are also keen on acquiring his signature. The Celtic FC manager has revealed that he could return to Asia for more Celtic signings. And Celtic new boy Benjamin Siegrist on the challenge of making himself number one. Then we finish off with Leigh Griffiths admitting to his Celtic regrets. And has told the Celtic fans not to panic over the pause in the arrival of Filipe Jota. Souza has become a key man for Lommel, shining in a defensive midfield role and averaging both 3.7 tackles and 3.6 aerial duel wins per game in the Jupiler Pro League last season. Celtic have been linked with a move for the 23-year-old in recent times, as Ange Postecoglou looks for midfield additions after the exits of Rogic and Bitton. Lommel SK have rejected a £4.3 million bid from Fenerbahce for in-demand defensive midfielder Vinicius Souza. They'd prefer not to sell the Brazilian, but value him at £8 million. A host of clubs including Celtic, Ajax, PSV, Bologna and Club Brugge are still interested in a loan. This comes after a previous update from Joseph in which he revealed that Lommel's owners, the City Group, would prefer the player join Ange at Celtic. Siegrist's big stretch now is all about making himself number one at Celtic Park. The 30-year-old Swiss goalkeeper signed a 4-year deal with Ange Postecoglou's side this week, with the constant noise that surrounds Celtic on match day, or otherwise, unlikely to be conducive to meditative sessions. The allure of Celtic, the possibility of Champions League football, and 60,000 supporters to play in front of if he gets the gloves off of Joe Hart, made the move from Dundee United, where he was out of contract, a fairly straightforward switch. Celtic needs no introduction. It doesn't matter which corner of the world you are, people know about Celtic, he said. It was a great impression playing here for the first time. It was a great impression competing, seeing the fan base. That is exciting because I am part of it now, but I think a player does not choose Celtic, I think Celtic chooses them. Back to the story about the boss. During his first season in charge of Celtic, the former Yokohama Marinos boss brought in 4 players from the J-League, with 3 of them making a significant impact, as Postecoglou led Celtic to a double of Premiership title and League Cup. Celtic enjoyed success in the past with Shunsuke Nakamura and Kei Sung-young, but failed to follow up by scouting Japan and South Korea. Postecoglou saying, "Regarding my recruitment, there was no special strategy. I just wanted to sign a good player, and I knew there were quality players in Japan. In my 4 years as a coach in Japan, I've seen players with the right talent and attitude to achieve my ideal type of football. In general, people only look at things that are close to them. Europe and South America are considered to be football powerhouses, and Asia is often seen as a downgrade. It's the same reason no one gave me a chance. Asia is seen as the other side of the world, and there is a historical tendency to only look at Europe and South America, because they are seen as the strong football continents. But if you look at the Bundesliga, there have been some fantastic Japanese footballers there. So I do think other nations don't take as much notice as they perhaps should. As Asia and North America get more attention, it will become even more attractive as a market. Ryo Hatate, Hyogo Furuhashi and Daizen Maeda can kick on in the new season, having already demonstrated that they can make a big contribution in the Scottish game. A brutal injury at Aloha has left Yosuke Ideguchi with some catching up to do, but given a full month of pre-season training, he should be ready to stake a claim for a midfield place. Lonely Leigh Griffiths is shedding pounds at the boxing gym, while football clubs resume pre-season training. Last July, the striker was given a surprise reprieve when Celtic awarded him a 12-month contract, but his spell at pre-season training in Wales was cut short as he returned to Scotland to deal with police inquiries. He did pull on the hoops in a friendly against West Ham, but the reaction of supporters told all parties that there would be no way back for the 100-plus goal striker. "I'm not going to lie, it gets lonely. It knocks my confidence not having my future sorted, but people such as Martin Clifford at the boxing gym have been brilliant at keeping my head above water. 6 days a week I'm in training, and all of this work will come to the fore when I get back onto the pitch. I'm ready to go, but when is that chance going to come? Is it going to come? Some of the sessions Martin puts on are absolutely brutal. I don't envy any boxer who does this work to prepare for a fight, as it's so intense. Boxers are a different breed and footballers get it easy compared to them. I wish I'd done this type of training earlier in my career, and if I'd done more in the off-season, I wouldn't be in this position. I'm now a free agent and hopefully I'll be back scoring goals shortly. Successive Celtic managers warned Griffiths about the need to act an athlete's lifestyle, away from the park, but his ability to grab goals always gave him additional allowances. Turning 32 in August, those unheeded warnings took their toll last season. Now, his reputation goes before him. Having let down close pal James McPake at Dundee last season, it will take quite a leap of faith for any manager to offer him a contract regardless of how much time he has spent in the gym. The former Hoops striker, who left the club in January after 123 goals and 8 years, insists James Forrest will still be the main provider for the team. Griffiths, 31, who had a loan spell at Dundee at the start of last term and a stint as a free agent at third-tier Falkirk, has every faith in his former colleague continuing to deliver the goods at Parkhead. Jota, of course, made a massive impact during his season-long loan from Benfica, and there has been a clamour among the supporters for the switch to be made permanent, and there's every indication the £6.5 million switch will be sealed. In the meantime, the one-time prolific hitman said, "I don't think the Celtic fans should be panicking over the delay in Jota signing on for next season. James is the main man at the club in the wide areas." And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the